training for those who always ask the question, where do I get started? But first, tales from the field.
Ran in, hit two of our cars in the driveway.
Oh no, when did that happen?
Oh, that happened about 8 months ago, last year.
I am a claims adjuster. If I can help you make money in this very lucrative industry, would you let me? In today's video, let's discuss what is and what isn't covered by your policy. This is good training for those who always ask the question, where do I get started? You get started here, in your mind. You get the knowledge, you get the training, and that will allow you to gain the experience. Okay, let me just confess. First up, that I want to say thank you so much that every single subscriber is near and dear to my heart. I have a section at the end of this video where I am going to answer emails from those who comment below. If you have a question and you want to get an answer read on one of my videos, just drop a question in the comments. If you're new here, welcome. I hope that this type of training helps you make money in this very lucrative industry. To answer the question, how do I get started? I already told you it starts here. You also want to use some resources that you have available to you. Number one, you want to use your time. Don't just watch YouTube University. Get trained from experienced adjusters. Whether you have to be a part of a mentorship program or whether you have to go attend training at an in-person location, maybe you'll take advantage of online training that's available. Up next, I'm going to show you photos that I personally have taken that will show you what is covered and what isn't covered by the policy. Actually, come to think of it, one picture was taken by a homeowner. It's important to know what is and what isn't covered by the policy to be able to understand what training you should get. It's not just catastrophes, fires, hurricanes, tornadoes, or hailstorms that adjusters can work. There's actually more consistent work when you become a public adjuster. But I didn't know that until I started training as a public adjuster. So a lot of the knowledge that I share with you, whether on Instagram or here on YouTube, comes from me working and learning to be a public adjuster. That's why I started with Metro Public Adjustment, because they said, we'll train you. And at the time it was only $50 for training, and now 3 years later, that $50 has enabled me to make the six figures that I've always been wanting. But because of my hard work and because of my due diligence, now I'm in the position to manage other people and put other people on claim sites. And I'm looking forward to helping many of you do that. If you want more information about how to do that, stay tuned to the end of the video. So up next, let's take a look at what is and what isn't covered.
This question posted on our YouTube video about midlife career change is from Reefer Matt Neese. This comment says, I worked in the claims business as a large loss adjuster for over 13 years, handling everything from substantial property, fires, and even SIU, which is special investigations. And it literally almost killed me. If you're very good at claims handling like I was, the carrier treats you like a piece of machinery, and they will literally run you into the ground. I quit the business right after putting a shotgun barrel in my mouth in one night and backing out at the last second because I didn't want to traumatize my wife and son. I made good money, but at what cost? It exposed me to the absolute worst in people and completely changed my outlook on life overall. I now trust almost no one and question anything that anyone says to me. You wouldn't believe how many people commit fraud, even people you know. It can be a great career for someone who enjoys confrontation. Otherwise, I suggest you run away as fast as you can. While I do appreciate this comment from Reefer Mad Niece, And it's good to see both sides of the story. We can always talk about the rays and sunshine that this business gives us, but there is a lot of stress on this there's a lot of demand that is called for from this position. Many people want to get in this and not thinking of how it will affect the rest of their life, because generally you won't know. It is a very demanding job. That's why it pays well. You want to relate this job as though you are a doctor, giving somebody bad news like someone died, or you also want to think of it like a lawyer, giving someone bad news that they're going to be sent away for with life in prison, even though everybody thinks they're innocent except the jury. Well, you're dealing with someone's financial health and their greatest asset. You have to have some type of compassion. You can always find your way to mental treatment. When you're an independent adjuster, you don't get to control your life as much as you do when you're a public adjuster. You do have to do things a certain way to satisfy the business. You also have to do things a certain way because it's law. If you like the debates, or let me say, if you're a person that enjoyed debating, you may enjoy this field. I know I did. If you like helping people, I suggest becoming a public adjuster over an independent adjuster, okay? Now, for more questions like this, let me know that you like this. I forgot that this one question was had this kind of turn to it, but I don't want to shy away from you guys thinking that this career isn't real. It's a position just like any other, and you will have to fight for it and you will work hard for it. However, you will reap the reward. So it's all about balance, ladies and gentlemen. Gain some balance and you'll be fine. All right, up next, let's finish off teaching you about how to actually do the job, and we'll cover wear and tear, which is important to know when you want to do more than just catastrophe claims.
All right, let's define wear and tear. Wear and tear versus damages. Now, whether you're a landlord dealing with whether you should give your security deposit back, or your property manager and you have that same dilemma, you could even be a homeowner or a business owner who got their claim denied by their insurance company based on the terms that they used, which was wear and tear, or maybe a maintenance issue due to wear and tear, or wear and tear due to maintenance. Maybe you're not washing your dishes well, so water is getting on the sink and the cabinetry, and it's causing that to slowly become deteriorated. And you can see in this definition here that it does talk about deterioration. Now, punching a wall or a kick to a wall around the corner, that could be wear and tear, normal use, or it could be sudden and accidental damage, which would be covered by your insurance. Maybe it's a corner that everybody hits when they go past that corner, or like me, when I was cleaning up, I hit the corner of the wall, I broke my toe. That's sudden and accidental, and yes, that should be covered by your insurance company. Well, we'll talk next about more on what's covered by your insurance company, but first I want to give you some examples. This area is damaged. This is slide 6. This area is damaged. Is it covered by the insurance company though, is the question. Well, let's talk about how this happened. There's a door right there in the photo. You can see different parts of the wall have come apart. There's some chipping, cracking, looks like it's a stucco, maybe a plaster wall. There's dust and debris on the floor and in the corners. Well, with that, I need to know, as a claims adjuster, that's what I do, I need to know how that happened. If this cracks and creaks every single time this door is open, it's not going to be covered by your insurance company. However, if this was due to water coming into this room for any reasons, water came in, caused it to dry, and now that you open the door one day, all of this paint or stucco came off the wall, then you cleaned it up, and since then it's just been coming off the wall. Is it covered by your insurance company? Well, like I told you, I'm going to tell you what to say and what not to say. So damages on this slide number 6 will be able to help you know if it's covered damage or not. Now let's pause for a quick second. Why do you want to know if it's covered or not covered before you call your insurance company? Filing claims for covered damages is the purpose of your insurance and should not negatively affect you just because you filed a claim. It is a myth that they can raise your rates because you filed a claim. It is also a myth that they can drop you because you filed a claim. That's why I see myself as the Robin Hood of the insurance industry. I let you know that the money that the insurance companies have is actually yours, and it's my job to go back and get the money that belongs to you. In slide 7, we're looking at the proximate cause of loss. This doorway is by a bathroom, which has a metal transition strip. If you're studying to become an adjuster, you'll want to know that piece. This is a metal transition strip. It's in Xactimate. The other side of this area is carpet, very cheap carpet, but you have carpet nonetheless. You have a door jamb that has maybe some watermarks. It could be also just dirt. Then on the other side, you have that very beautiful vinyl sheet good. It looks like it's just one sheet. It's not tile. Now, if this was coming up over years, which maybe it did, this would be covered by your insurance company. However, if it happens over time, it is not covered. So what you have to look at is this damage that happened to my home? How did it happen? And how long did it take it to happen? And that will help you understand whether your damage is covered or not. Now, this is damage that was sudden and accidental. Nobody accidentally or nobody over time spills wine. You trip, you're feeling loosey and goosey because you got the wine, or maybe the kids are playing, maybe the dog spilt the wine. If that's your story, then it happened sudden and accidentally, then yes, you do have coverage, okay? So now I guess I'm going to get to some more examples for you. I want to know from you, and take a second, let me know if you think this is wear and tear or is it sudden and accidental damage. Okay, this is not covered by your insurance company because it's not sudden damage. That window obviously, so this is obviously not covered damage. So slide 12, you can see here there's a open window. You can see the blinds are maybe pushed out in multiple different ways. You see underneath the window seal, you see some water damage of the paint. But how did this happen? Did this happen from a hurricane? Which I would expect to happen from some type of storm, so then this would be covered. Now for your car, you let me know, is this sudden and accidental, which is covered, or is it wear and tear? So this is slide 14. Slide 14, now slide 15. This is not covered damages. What about your roof? Slide 16. What about your roof? Is this covered damage? Well, it depends on how this happened. From being a roofer for many, many years now, I would say that if this is wind damage, it is covered by your insurance company. And if you have a roof like this, contact me in the description below so I can talk to you about how to get this damage covered, because the water is going to penetrate your home and it will start to leak. But this could also be a nail pop. And if it's a nail pop, slide 17 is not covered. Slide 18 for your car. Again, where do you park your car? Is it an old paint job that maybe you hit this one time? This is slide 18, that you hit one time. Is this damage that would be covered? What about here on this other roof, slide 19? You have some missing shingles, look like some exposed decking, waviness to the roof. This pipe isn't functioning really well. It's lifting off. You got quite an extensive damage here. So again, what is the proximate cause of loss? On this roofing on the right, is it from the manufacturer or the installer who did this? Did they do it poorly? All right, you gotta know as an adjuster, if you could tell that this is damage, and all you have to do is make the determination of whether this is wind damage or wear and tear damage, you can make a good living in this career. Okay, claims adjusters make $37 to $42 an hour. Yes, the people talking to you and you're upset at them for not paying your claim, they get paid very handsomely. All right, so now we're taking a look at some examples, what to say to your insurance company. Again, it goes back to the sudden and accidental. What is your story? What day did it happen and how? Be very clear on those facts. While you're doing that, do not say these words. This is slide 23. Do not say these words: a while, ongoing, continuous, and every time. Those would be automatic denials. These are like direct exclusions, okay? You don't want to say those words. To tell, the only way that you'll be able to tell if you got paid everything you're owed for your claim is to get a professional advocate who knows insurance, who learns what the insurance company adjusters learn, and who will fight for you. In my opinion, you should never talk to your insurance company without your own public adjuster. And that's what I do. And I've worked with Metro Public Adjustment that's been in business for 25 years. We have over 56 adjusters and that can operate and adjust the claim in every single state. And I can connect you to them. So we provide a free coverage review because we are out to educate and protect the homeowner who has not been done right by the insurance company. We love the insurance companies, but when they're not treating you fairly, you now have help, and most people don't know that. So I need you to share this video and then look below and let's talk together for about an hour and go over your claim, and I'll let you know for free. All right, take care, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. My name is Abahi. If I can help you make money from this very lucrative industry, would you let me?